everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this 1999 GTI. This is the spray painted edition, one I picked up at an auction with a 95 that the previous owners went to town with the spray paint on them. It's pretty ugly, but it's a solid machine. The hull is in good shape other than the horrible spray paint job. We had good compression on this one. We did a compression test in our other video. We've got a key made for it. We're ready to fire it up. Now, I did go through and rebuild the carb with the genuine OEM Mikuni carb kit from OSD Marine. So I got that rebuilt. And this one also has the accelerator pump, the gas accelerator pump on the carb. So we put a new diaphragm into that as well. We ran all new gas lines, and I'll give you a walk around on that. The gas line on this wasn't very difficult to replace. You can remove this center glove box here and get easy access to the baffle where those lines connect to. So that was pretty easy, wasn't bad at all. And since it's a single carb, it was super easy to do. We don't have our air box on all the way. We're going to have to set our idle before we finish mounting the air box. We also have to set our oil pump alignment once we get the idle and stuff set. Right now it's in the ballpark range. We got our battery in it, and we do have fresh oil lines as well and a filter, and I'll give you a walk around and show you all this work that's been done on this. Of course, I'm not going to go all out on this. I'm hoping the pump and stuff is still good. The wear ring looks decent. I'm hoping not have to rebuild that because this is going to be a cheap ski for someone. I'm hoping to be able to sell this one for about $1,200. So I don't want to put in too much money into this thing. I'm not going to do traction mats. I'll just do some simple registration decals for it. But it's going to be a beater. One of those skis that you might let your friend, your friends ride, borrow, or whatever. It's a beater ugly ski. I could spend the time and strip all this paint off and restore it, but it's a lot of work, and I'm never going to be able to get that much time and my money back for that much time put into it. So this is just going to be a cheap beater ski. So I'm doing the bare minimum to it. So if the gas gauge appears to be working, I put about 6 gallons in it with some premix. So it appears to work. I do not know if the speedometer works. Again, I'm not going to fix any of that crap, any of that stuff on this if it doesn't work. It's going to be a cheap $1,200 ski with no trailer. So if you're interested, that's what this is going to be. I wish it was prettier, but it's not. I would like to find a 97 GTI. It's in really good shape and restore that. It's not spray painted, of course. But I'm pretty sure this engine is pretty solid. So I could pull this engine out, clean it up, and stick it in another ski, but then I have to dispose of this one, and I'd rather just get rid of this one altogether. So let's do our walk around. I'll show you what all has been done. So as you can see, our air box is just sitting there. I wrote that I rebuilt the carb 8-2-23, of course. We got our fresh oil lines. We got our oil valve here. I'm gonna turn that on. We got a fresh filter. There is our welded up oil tank. I did weld up that seam on this oil tank all the way around so it doesn't leak. It was leaking before. I still got to put the strap back on. We had green oil in it from before. I rinsed it out earlier, but it could still use a good washout inside. But the carb was rebuilt. We got new oil lines, fresh new gas lines here. And I didn't replace any of these water lines. As you can see, that still got some spray paint all over from overspray. I've got to get some bolts to add here to this bracket as well. And I do have to tighten up this clamp here. It's loose. I'll get to that. We got our battery in. Previous owner rigged up some big, huge fittings on this. The hole is really big, and that battery bolt barely fits in there, but she's a beater. We still have our carbon seal right there. So if I do take the pump off, I will replace that with another carbon seal, of course, while I have it apart. But that's more money I really don't want to throw into this pile right now. As I told you, you can pull this off. These plugs here come off, and this center console comes out, and you get easy access to that fuel baffle. Here's some of our remaining fuel hose, miscellaneous stuff, old oil lines I gotta get rid of. But for now, we're just gonna set this intake right there, and hopefully we can get this bad boy started up. I will replace this start button pad. I got extra ones of those. I'll throw on that. But I'm not going to replace the grips on this. I'm not going to do any of this other cosmetic work on this one. As you can see, it's a spray painted special. Still got masking tape and stuff from whoever had it before. But as far as I can tell, the ski doesn't have any major hull damage. The hull is solid. Yeah, you can see all the nice lines. I'm pretty sure this was originally purple. Someone spray painted it green. And I think they did that spray textured stuff for this stuff here. They did that spray textured crap. So I'm not going to put any mats on. I'm not going to waste any money on any mats on this ski. Yeah, it still has masking tape peeling off in certain areas. I think they even spray painted the bumper black because there's black spray paint in certain areas. I said it is a beater, but if the engine is good, she'll be a good runner for someone for a beater ski. So let's try to get her fired up, guys. Now I laid down some cardboard here because odds are she will spit out some water or some oil from the exhaust. We want to catch that. So let's get her fired up. I know some of you don't like using starting fluid, but we just need to get her started with a little spray. Hopefully we can get her going. I do have a new key for it. I did have to buy this new key. It didn't come with a key before, so we did have to program a key for it and a new key for it. So it will come with one key. So I'll show you guys. She does turn over. We just got to get her started and get a gas up to it. And let's make sure our gas is turned on. So we have our fuel selector switch here. We got it to on. I didn't clean that or replace it, so I'm hoping it looked pretty good, so we should be good there. Don't really want to have to buy a new one of those. If I bought a new one of those, that'd be another 40 bucks thrown into this thing. And I really don't want to throw more money into it. Okay, fresh can of starting fluid. And this one's not working. Okay, here's a newer cam starting fluid. See if we can get it to fire up. Whoa. Yep, I knew she was going to be smoky. Let's try choking it. Man, I'm going to have to set that idle. Idle on this screw. That's my... I can't find the stupid idle. Grab my flashlight. Okay. Okay, there it is. Turn that idle up a little. Okay, we're getting there. Sounds like it's a strong engine. We're just got to get gas up there to it. And this one sits so high on the trailer. I'm hoping I don't have my returning supply lines backwards. I went off the diagram. Okay, let's check our cup and see if we have gas in our cup. Okay, so here is our cup. Let's check it. This was... And we're still dry. We are still dry. Why are we still dry? Okay, I'll put this back on and we will see what we've got. We're not drawing fuel. It should have drawn fuel already. Okay, so this is our out. Okay, so it's the so the issue with this carb is, unlike the dual carbs, both of these go to the same side. On the dual carbs, you have your supply on this side and your return out the top. So I'm going to take off these two lines and we're going to do some sucking to see if we can get some gas up through that system. Okay, so what I did here was the supply line is the bottom one. The return line is the top, of course. So I took this off and I started sucking. And now we have fuel in our, so now we've got gas here. So we sucked up, we got, so we got gas up to that point. So if I keep sucking, I'm going to be sucking up gas into this line, and then we will get it filled. We'll get gas to the carb. So I'm going to put this back on and we'll be set. Hopefully we'll get gas to the carb and we won't have to use starting fluid anymore. Okay, so I got the hose back on, and hopefully we'll start sucking up gas to the carb. Okay, she's running. We need to adjust that idle. I don't have a mini tack available right now to set the idle, but we know she's a runner. We just have to adjust that and check our fuel again. That selector switch might be causing that surging issues. I do not know. Hopefully I won't have to replace that selector switch. Otherwise, I'll probably just bypass it and see if that fixes anything. But it does want to start now and run. We'll just need to adjust that idle, and hopefully we'll be set to go. We'll get that air box back on, and should be a good ski, a good beater ski at least. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video, getting this thing fired up. They can be a pain. I'm working on another series of videos for buyer's guides for newbies, amateurs that are looking to get into the sport, to help you choose what hull style is right for you, what engine is right for you, and what to look for when buying a 90s Sea-Doo two-stroke. So stay tuned for that video later on. I'm gathering up pictures and research. Then I'm going to start recording it and then editing it. So stay tuned for those series. It'll be probably about 3 or 4 or 5 videos long. Video covering each things from hulls, engines, to what to look for, and then maintenance. So stay tuned for that series. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe. A lot of work goes into these machines, especially some of these ugly ones. So leave a comment, leave a suggestion. I appreciate it, guys. See you in the next video. Peace out.
This video is sponsored by OSD Marine. Check them out for all your Sea-Doo two-stroke parts.